make a choice mesa ba be kan biom opa ne ma president ne man ne de next year be san ba be kan galamsey asem because that banning is ad hoc. It's not scientific and so it's just to respond to the media. They don't be a media no. Oh, galamsey no dia ba. If you want to stop galamsey, we need a scientific basis approach looking at the drivers. E da kono me wie. Minia make solutions no. There are two ways. Papa bi kwesi broni bi e ne theory bi. And normally I use that theory in terms of corruption and greed and crime issues. So that theory your friend the gun theory. The gun no ne fool like say G stands for greed. O standing for opportunity. N standing for need. And E standing for exposure. So if you want to solve galamsey, we can even use this gun theory to look at the pushers of galamsey. Greed for no politicians and chiefs now we greedy no. We know them. Eja komro nimbi. We are senior bona nimbi. Senior adade nimbi. Honorable His Excellency Sampiale onusu nim omo. We have greedy individuals in society who are in the political we know them who are in the political class, greedy people who are in the political class sometimes even come on air and show gold say me a gold as if the American gangsters and hip hop gangsters me a gold say we know them. We can solve their problem through regulatory enforcement and as even some legal enforcement, prosecution crime prosecution, and that must not have a political face. But because they are cronies, and sometimes these guys these days if they make a lot of money, it's either they create radio stations or even get some celebrities and the celebrities will be giving them fanfooling. No, oh, chamai, oh, senior, no, so we are not able to tell them the truth. But we know these greedy people. Microphobia and also of greedy people now. Biani the entire alcohol now to radio so now ban or who they do. You not solve anything. And that is why who the soldier and the soldier for no some of them are rich. Now no many soldier nibi kasa or say no crowd yes uncle UN peacekeeping or so uncle. Because Oko galamsey site or yes casting so UN peacekeeping. So most of them ne obi opeso soldier ni opeso ko omo putu omombeko site na omo church omudia ebinum tua bribe to go to galamsey site. It is not going to solve the problem. Let's be scientific about it as a state. And my yes our stakeholder meeting na eko westi ska okumasi na be westi abujina pokoye westi ska okumasi westi in Accra no. Let's get the scientific community, and that is why always me na Nkrumah Oda I always love Nkrumah for one thing. Nkrumah established the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences for some purposes. Nkrumah established scientific and industrial research for specific reasons. I didn't think a solution no yenko academia or my research no e may who say na be respond to these issues once and for a very sustainable way. Now ye ko solution I will be say yen for community mining. Community mining is even unsustainable, worst form of mining. Most of these galamsey I can say illegal mining, most of them are community miners. Most of them are community miners. Yen nyai na yen to ye boase na yempe solution ebe boa nyina na yenya sa solution na ebe boa na yenya say ban is adedede no they are all and my NGJ president so he has failed.
Band you say you dim kugo you failed F and internet say social na yank yare na His Excellency Sampiale beka yensa enne dwumadi bi ekoso ba bi ntina ne de bi fi hantem kakra say about Dr. Adam Bonaba ye ache enti doc wo de mesre wa na mama His Excellency hu kwan ma wa de na adwen kiraba ye bo no because on the wa kan bi any discuss with be obo de tewa na fo abam because e so kan yi sinsem ni bi ansa na wa sori aha e hu be hia but Your Excellency hwe ye ma akwa ba e da senso ne wo mrem so e da se pa okunu be bi aduro no anopa mi bo tape bi mi bo audio bi oye pani pa na okasam de to platform no so na no nim say de oye na e bi no mo platform no so mi din ba mu bi say nipa na hihye adwuma de amame ena me galamsey no kom na prince mo bossa audio no nanka ye nyina ye ntie bi na ye ntie so ro sika na fae na fi based on that yen hwese okun ase ye ko galamsey kun no ye betumi akon na
Nyame aso nwen ko bibiara wo platform so ko si number 1 kosi 0 mechiachi obia unyame enum obia no nshire obia mesre galamsey saga abai ndc for na hyehyɛ adwuma o ahyehyɛ adwuma na hwɛ ye election baako na galamsey site assist nyina ye lusui enye crucial time 3 months we ene ye kwa akodi soja ni police bia na national security akwa pam nkrofo yenya omo ye ni abere o ye pese ye break wo ne ba wi afim yesre sebe ye mom yenye badwenba na ye me nto ya ba nwie yenya omo yenyi omo ani omo keka trade union no sa omo de se concert bi no mu yi agenda na ndc for na hyehyamom nti yes ye very very careful about this issue me de me nsusu ye mo kura se mum yenyi ye ni nto ya ba nwie ye to ya ba wie a na nhyehyɛ bi wo ho a yaye mesre mpanyefo nti asem we ya e wasopam onyame na so nwie enka obi biara amen.
Your Excellency, the abaye ni say mo na mahyehyɛ agenda no, mahyehyɛ adwuma. And am dem ma say journalist ahudo bi say rubber ko piece from na pre. And on the money dey me na ebu mi din say na ye na papa nti mo mahyehyɛ agenda and I say mahyehyɛ adwuma na ye nti no me ti hoi sebe madwen awu nti dia mo beka na meye nso na said me hunu 10 years ago amu aban mu a sabre no Collins da ye sector minister abi di gun so horo no Peace FM UTV anything na mo from eja bire mo ja de nso no sadaka bre bo mi din na se me news no say eja bire mo ja de nso a sa me kon ye single handedly satana dis na wo power satana anya pipi na hyehyɛ adwuma de ama me na meye na mo sesi enso ne sai ye kan wasɛm no mo na mo hyehyɛ adwuma na ye me di mo akotene pa na tisi fo nso de concept bi no mo yi say ye de amanyosam ene ohano and I said voice out here ene toto ho a are you ready say be ku galamsey your excellency
you come now don't be worried when the history of this country comes to be written say wamu nejina ye say umbe kwama online na your name will be mentioned because what we say we are chimney and now we are influential person it is also so opa obetimi akorezi galamsey team so omunya galamsey mam I was when yeska and yes sir I know many of your journalists colleagues journalists they are involved in this either directly or agents of galamsey people. Can Dr. Frimpong Boateng report? Can what happens at the so-called coffee shop mafia? But if you continues to fight to liberate and save the people of Ghana, don't be worried. So I know you feel so I said you want Tama NPP eka wo yomi no. Na MPP for the system on so enkana. Tama wo ye na dumso Muhammad dumso no political party be na say wo enkana. You see, Mr. Daddy, listening to you, I have come to the conclusion that we turned our ship from the destination 180 degrees south when the destination is up here. From the analysis of we just effort negative. And if you do the wrong thing, you don't expect a right answer. You see, even more so, say galamsey na ye no. Enyen nkola na omo hye pit ni mu na ye galamsey no. Na se nkola na ye keka. Se nkoko be 5 times we yeska so uja ebebo ne bra won kran. Ananwa. Ni ba hye pit ni mu. When na ba ko hye pit ni about 30 feet 40 feet down. No onya gold na se gold ni ya ne dia. Ah, wo be sa akobiem. Wo be sa akobiem. Se de bia me se me ofa bi na obu ni be se nkoko mba. So pam no mo nkwa na o ma me hye ho. We all know, say, MPP Penifo, Eshe Galamsey named and known. Uko dumping. Me kudu ka kroma. That and I need pictures of dumping.
Yeah.
Pictures and the videos. You are the deputy minister of what? Minerals, lands and mineral resources. I was setting a soldier for some another community and cop home. Dumping no way there. Se you fit takwa the agona kwanta ko dumping takwa. Who do dumping? It's a big marketplace. Village you know that's so say. We side and side, and even in the village, you know, they are excavating. So one can humpu, and now we are deputy minister for mindset and for the mineral resources. That's how they go Okroma. Young Kadai. You have your original minister. No fancy Kobe or your friends Kobe or Chedako. China Galamse Vonim can say, ya buy no. Ya stop Galam stop. Ya stop Operation Vanguard. Ya stop Womo. What's the implication? And these people who are more powerful than Kokubuahine tend to say Kokubuahine say, was say, NDC bar, or my Galamse.
I know, because some moment can be say, my pena da mama so can sobema a binom amnesty. It is an yamana course in Yano as Shenko Tupa, and no more your more year.
Pacho Mate. Granted, without that, Matthias here, Sebeshenko for Kutupa. Kokubuahine will win election. Kokubuahine will win election. NDC win election. Say NDC ba, Baba Maye, and I'm a the same people ba, and this almost stop one. Are you following my argument? Say a Jacob the baby fear. Many the Bako baby, there's a Jacob Nassam, but made them Nako baby. Is Kokubuahine more powerful than the regional minister? Is Nansaya Napo, one so Kokuja baby, I can say, yeah, the moment she's a mom. Is Kokubuahine more powerful than Napo? What? Sir, what's Chinese ni ba? Na wujano. Manuko du krom. Na what's ordinary Ghanaian Ekoshe prisoner? What is the equity there? It could be sir, former senior advisor. What has more kind of America? What here? Isaac assign a make or suffer mafu. So if you want to patch your argument on the fact say Nkrofo nation to Kutupa, you have failed ab initio, because the executive power of this country has been vested in a certain president. Yes, has been vested in a certain president as the trustee. And you come down to Obako, Achima State School College, right? First Cabra or no Kutia, for we go now they call. For we go on what they call. That's how your exams no failure. What would you say? So Nadam for the failures into one so failure and Sanobeka. Sanobeka. You are the government. You have been the government for the past 8 years, for Christ's sake. And Akufo-Addo, you even said you were putting your presidency on the line. Maybe you're here. Intimate from a Kojan Diagro. However small my stool is, are you following me? It is a man penny. Ufa Akufo-Addo saw a first state Independence Square. Say, move from an oppo, move from a member. What do you want? Akufo-Addo can say. That's what they are Akufo-Addo Kojani see as some so. That's a failure. I said, now I think Akufo-Addo will go into history as the president who failed his own promises. Akufo-Addo will go in history as the president in whose time Ghana got destroyed and poisoned by the activities of Galamsey people. Take it or leave it. I don't care what you say this man said or not. But the executive presidency, with all the powers you have, is vested in the president. It's not about Kokubuahine. It's not about what Mahama said. Mahama wababe prisoners be ana. Wababe prisoners be. One now year president who say unim say I sample say Jano say Jano. You said it. See, come now. We are discussing something as important as the air you breathe. What you say? As important as the air you breathe. Tinti say obi so me na untimi from ya. Na say ni abraso obi kum anabwa. So obi so me na untimi. Na so obi so destroy. Ensure all of us say water is life, not so. And when the last tree dies, the last person dies. Nessa omampani what na homa na ensua ye nom ensua eda ho a ye de boy mbra say your poison is this much. What is your point of equalizing, Mr. Daddy? What is this equalization? And this is what is an MBBS. The fact of the matter is that now yes, you know, as I say, so-called central region and that's a western region. Last 2 weeks I was there. Now I'm sorry, I no pa. That's a woman Gary because you have 2 pipes in 3 days. I was saying we pick a bucket and I said this will pick up open shoe be pastia. And Kabus are some year can serious. Here, you say river bodies no. It is here ensure ebo epumuno. We come for no and also started a brand. So ensure ye nyana mindi, right? Epunu so say assign a poison. What kind of situation is this? What kind of situation is this? Listen to the gentleman on the video. Audio know what did you attempt no? For him, life of Ghanaians is not as important as breaking the 8. For him, number breaking 8, you have it.
So right now you have the 8.
We have the 8.
So right now you have the 8.
Now we have the 8.
We are breaking you.
So we have broken their 8. Now we have the 8.
We rather break you.
Look at you. Look at you.
We want to break
you have the 8.
We are not even interested in the semantics. We are not even interested in the semantics. It is not the number 8 that wins election. It is what has gone into the people of Ghana. The punishment you have. What? And I think punishment. I'm not going to for family, and I'm going to for be decide. So what? Now you, because of your irresponsibility as a government and your indulgence and acquiescence in Tino, and then you are the security experts. You would, in your submission, tell us what are the security implications of this on our commerce and trade, right? Ebedu baby no. The baker said this cocoa is coming from a bad source. This cocoa is coming from a poisonous source. In Ghana cocoa ni yentobium. So yanto Ghana cocoa chief Adam Bana. Chief, what will happen to this economy?
Who kill one another?
Yes. You see, when you're is how you're breaking the 8, and you got a t-shirt, a bank of war, near Kasa Bahat, and then Ghana politics are better than dancing competition. My goodness, Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah Ghana. Yeah, politics are better than a Kempaluta, is that what Ghana is for? Today is Nkrumah's birthday, and I know Nkrumah will be weeping. Say he warned you, he warned us, and we didn't take it. Look at where we are. Come now, the Galamsey issue, no, attract politics. Attract politics. A national call. Say, and ne, you can say a demonstration, and Crawford be joining. You have no idea. Now, an idiot like that on the NPP platform calling Ghana TUs for some jokers. And such an idiot. So what the background now was some non-entity. When you be apart from say your politics na buyer and now what you tell grass near MPP go you be or no any audacity say a Jacob done and this one among the human way. When doom so came no. Mahama chief, who the way security I had that energy switch me or Ghana have baby Mahama Kodum no. Switch people are gonna have Mahama could do
a low blow.
Many low blow. We some be said the energy. Maku for so do so, but I do so switch Ben and what woman and energy and what room by Mahama could do. And then what Homa Yens you say? What my cocoa say? What and the PB's cry your tongue. And then, penny, you take such a reckless decision. What will judges for dying? What will embassies? And then there you a fish pond and a swimming pool. None of your policies, Akufo-Addo, has given Ghana 1 cedi profit. Planting for food, and then they call ECOWAS na koji maize. COVID, na kodi akoye Sputniks. Na enusu yede aboye krono. COVID no, yede aboye krono no. Ye send to your tax. This is the most useless government that has ever existed on any continent in Africa, against the continent of Africa. And you know, let me end. Before Abu Jinapo became Akufo-Addo's assistant, that you remember why? No, you remember why? The experience been in mining and anything. What quiet interministerial committee of 15 people and Gosiaga 5 in a building. And the last time I heard of interministerial committee, and so I knew it was a group of failures. Akosumbo, the friend saying, flood, you know. So you lose your interministerial committee.
The committee, yeah.
Ekosi saying.
Headed by the chief of staff.
Ekosi saying. What you ho? So break it. Mukoji dollars ba, mukoji balloon, break Ghana de bayejuma. Na mo $600, na mo de kogu mum passe. Adade, na mo de kogu mum passe, mo so break 8.
Okay.
Now we have the 8.
Until we do 8.
Now we have the 8.
You have the 8. All right, let's answer that. Say, doctor, what the mama tell you now? Now, person will submission because of this security issue, you know. What the bear upon this galaxy issue and Sanya call other topics. So, Your Excellency, bringing it. Mama about 10 minutes. Nothing. Yaman Alpha. The next day. Prince, money video now. I'm ranting and quality you know. Galamsey for no and so one guided mining sites or no. Most video no. Na yenhwe as someone national security minister kan ye say yenhwe Galamsey di to ne manema na one way to do no ya hoho enti anhwe ya anyesa anhwe ye mpo a it poses national security threat. Yenhwe aman hodo a ye tu gold diamonds ane manema Sierra Leone for instance ye be hwe bandits sorry etuatifo a etapiepie ni sane manema ni nyina no ne yemfa no so toto na yenhwe say eku ehwe etu ekudi ankrankransam last 2 years I can say it's too more than 1.5 million and akudi nipa bi a ensese ekudi omunsam and na ye ka say no almost every Galamsey site akudi wo ho Eastern Regional Minister Uraset Kwame Champon ose ono ni team aye military task force no ekweso mo koku Galamsey fo bi onkopam omo wo so omuduru ho no na enya samketwa de omuhu ye no Galamsey fo no ekura sophisticated weapons a ema wo mo kura wo mo ye oman no security no retreat ye. What does that tell us? Ye show video ni we na fe ba doc we ye yes mu anu amaye.
Ye nu ni asem Hello. When some man na free away. Yo bia when some na free a. When some man na away. When some man na free a. Yo bi. I say wait. We are Ghana ni ye nu ni asem. Mon ko from some man na free a.
I say you know atwetwe sisi ye be omodo mu miamiem omo horo so pepa so se na be ya e be clear na yetumi atinse mo ka doc me bubo na ma bi so say Eastern Regional Minister the head of security and on the members kwose ye kwa kokko ye kopam nkrofo no omudu ho no say ye kurate abrofre a omu kra AK47 say kra AK47 a omu kra de chen AK47 until they have to retreat. National Security Minister Answaka. Video ye nice amanfo no and na airfo ha ntie. When
some man na free away. You're some number 3. One the son of money now, I. One some money now, CIA. We're sick as young. Hey, when some money now, Yobi, Yobi. I say, wait, we are gonna need your new asem. Moko from some money na free. What me afa? Ye hiana money na asem free you see. Who say cross area cross? Ah, na dey. POP. Hey, POP. Me no kasaba kwa house da. Hey, POP. Now minimum no kasaba kwa house da. Hey, POP. Minimum no kasaba kwa house da. Minimum no kasaba jade ya no. Oboya to say. Oboya to say. Mate who oboya to say. Oboya to. Kata oboya fa say hi obi ha. Obe ma tuo so. Na POP. Wo kran wa di akese. Bala munya. Na tele. Yo bi da bi ma sisire ya be mi sane sie. Da miya me ha ya be sane mo kasa. Ja nya hwe ya be ba mo. Ya be se ba mo. Che. Who you be? Who you be ba? I catch me direct to you. Jano, munya. Munya dem. Ka ke wa ko tamali yo. O yo bi aduma. Hey, why we just start excavator no? You excavator no yanko. Munyi mu fa mu ma ya yi. Hey, why the tuba sin, mu tuba sin yanko. Hey boy. Chama wai. Ko chori be ha, sabra. Be yo ha. Hey. Hey, munya da no. Hey, munya butre. Hey, I say why? Hey, I say. Hey, ube kuyai. Hey. We are down kuyai. Hey, we are down kuyai. Ha. Ya no kana ba kuyai. Ya no kana ba kuyai. Hey. Hey, I say, ube tutuo. Ha. Ube tutuo. We are down tutuo ya so. O tutuo ya so. Ha. Unya gana ni. Unya gana no tutuo so. Fatana mama. O tutuo ya so. O tutuo ya so. O tutuo ya so. Ha, o tutuo so. E munyi to no free sam. E munyi to no. Munyi to no. Wa fa mama mo no. Munyi to no. I say. We are out to us. What to us? What to us? I want to open it to
where yes, I shall control Mramrantie and on my sorrow work as a woman. What's here a branch no do of any now? Or say, hey, who you gonna need? Who you gonna mean? He say, and you're gonna afford a year, Jumano, then we're gonna afford a guide here, Jumano. Doc, you can't bandits. A share say free baby, and a bedroom baby. Pay the cost way no. Or may a bam what to say.
Minchia ahwefo ene menuanom the me co-panelist. But before I start, my main kind message be a naval officer be madam for. I mean, these people are my friends. I say, good morning, doctor. It has been a while. It has been long time I chat to you on the issue with speedboats for Galamsey fight. Were sent back to the naval base the same day without using them for the purpose. Without using them for the purpose. The boats were on the sand for almost 2 years. I was part of the commissioning at Beposo. They just took the boats out from here some months ago. It means you start here, they debut no. My best is boats ne free, never base ho. I say to an unknown location, but they are not used for the purpose. They were even affected by the sun. Also, the man should tell us where the boats were deployed.
The speedboat.
The speedboats.
The naval officer is saying
no,
the civilian should tell him.
No, because you were saying
the equipment.
No, you were saying they were deployed.
What I'm saying is the equipment that were bought with state resources and entrusted in his hand to go and protect the state.
No,
there is not asking me where
he is a naval officer. He takes command from someone. Or say Edana, it means all that this naval officer, all that this naval officer is saying is that we only came to do the show. Man said we are doing it. And so nobody should sit anywhere and say you tore speedboats and we deployed them because they were never deployed. That is the import of the message. They were never deployed. They kind of saying naval base for the last 2 years. I'm a ninja cry Eddie for me. Now say I started fearing that journalists might go or someone will take videos and share almost to an unknown location. So you see, when you have the firefighter who starts the fire, the firefighter nipana nipana ese or fight ejano odumjano soja ni we are no aso fire tender no next so no so we are getting ready to go and you can say douse the fire. That is the situation we have at the moment.
Chief Security, I wonder I am Robert's chief.
Thank you. And so you see, this video you played sends chills and goosebumps on me. Because what we are seeing in Nigeria, what we are seeing in Niger, what we are seeing in Burkina, Mali, and start to say you, ours is widespread. From the south to the north. Towards the Bali area, there is an area called Dollar Town. It's a no-go area. It's a Chief Adade Bisano. It's a no-go area. They know. It's a no-go area. It's a no-go area. Dollar Town is a no-go area. Dollar Town is a no-go area.
Now then,
I say another country in Ghana. It's another country. Ghana, I don't need visa to go anywhere. I don't need even West Africa. I can cross. For you to move from one place to the other, you are checked. Dollar Town. They know. The soldiers know. They know. And so you see what is going on. So what Obio Nimbambo Kakrabe Katro, so what water wars. Water war. The river Nile and other it's usually in the Middle East. You see them
India and Bangladesh.
Yes.
India, Bangladesh and Pakistan.
That enclave. You see them fighting over in Swokakra. That is where we are getting to. My wife is from the Achim area. There was never at any point our shorty in Swo. You see the fear was see what the crew. And so on. The last time I went there, for me to get to the house, there were Galamsey left, right, and right, everywhere. Yama says me no de yet enkran ha. Enti edan a enkran ha na ye ka ne sen harbor no wo mebo a. Enti say ye short nsuo kra bia motumi di nsuo afiri America abre ye ne anom. And what about those outside? So that is how the water wars starts. So you see people killing one another. You try because of water. And obia onim the history of human beings, the migration. A man for a movie closer to water bodies. Yeah. And they say, "Unam in Kranasi na say o kwa na so to ensuo bi pe." Then you know that and that is so the moment you see a water body, then you know that enche ebia 10-15 minutes obedu ekrebiase. Today the pride is gone, the brain is gone, all these water bodies are gone.
My doso is also gone.
And there are some of this you can say rivers feed you can say wager. Thank you.
They should feed wager.
That is only the my top system ketu bi am dey check in so ameno. Because this water we drink, what did I can say? If you are not careful, that's the one top from a very good company. You go and buy anyhow, especially in Kumenkume, you are going to be drinking cyanide. So the water, they can say, "Whoa, has cut up." Yes, there's no water. Food at the moment, by Rebako, baby, I need a by running in our Galamsey sites here. And you saw the young men disarming, they kind of saying, armed bandits. This is no more. Under a president we have elected, a human rights president, who we are told fought in the trenches all these years to be president. Obi say, why do we have so many presidents, aspiring presidents? I'm saying, well, maybe Nanado hasn't done so well. So most of the people, everybody thinks on to make me a president. And I think that it's an indictment on our president, excuse me to say. I would have wished that under Nanado, the president, His Excellency, this menace, ultimately stop galams and answer Yembani galams here. The thing is already illegal. So why do you ban it? Are they illegal? Yeah. I can tell you that most DCs in affected Galamsey areas are involved in Galamsey. Most DCs, me, where I sit. Those of us who talk about it, they will more say no be afro say or want the concession be and to be able to say, hey, me I don't want to be involved in any me I don't me person me share good but I don't want it. I just don't want to. I don't want to hear anything Galamsey, because they can easily bait you with these things. And so me the say Jacobna like openyi ya kasa yi wote na ni ayo wotu say oyobia e bia ne mfie kwa chire kakra patutie sabi ensem yo kekan ya. So it's all about winning the next elections. Go to Galamsey site and maybe no you see one person ekutabeye wato pump action be mienu anase miensa one person one person. I was in my home region or my hometown, the DBI, for a funeral. Boys no buy no. Galamsey is no buy no. Beer kuta, a can say compaction. Now, baby, a year no. Na dua bi si ho. Eduane na nya amane. Omo mai to no so di trade dua no. Omo wie ye no. Na edua no we bi a wo so a green bi a wo so bi abadan. And my point is that most of the 99% of the weapons are not licensed. 99% are not licensed. So what I am saying is that my brother spoke about fighting it using both angles. I would want to dwell largely on, you kind of saying, probably heavily on the security aspect. You see, Oti Galamsey, and I was listening to a lady on City News, City 4 program. Or baby, I'm saying, so yeah, mining, and I'm the core program, and so on. And also, or the soldier for 19 Eddie Nechi, a call towns Libby. And now, Omaro Sanda Bisani say, soldier for no young free him fan. What did I make and say? Also, one can, almost on country Rubia. And Jacob, now the American say,
okay,
if we want to fight Galamsey, take the DCEs and the regional ministers away from the fight on Galamsey. Take them away. They are the problem. Because they say, you now hear DC. And I'm a regional police commander. And His Excellency, on a military commander, Okrumo. So now be chair we know. And so, maybe I said, unim security. I'm not saying you are. And yet you want to hear your meeting, you know. Maybe I said, "Yenye show na man for here." And here, Kasa no one send messages. Akwa koma Galamsey yes na. One our sponsor omo say yeba. Mumunyara and say drew. And the time I be drew hono. No mko. Time I be drew hono no mko. Not even the board ne control excavators. Ye tutu ni nyina. Ento ko drew wa enwure mo hono. Law bear the bang and now the quacotam. Sir, excavator no. And me say, what I have said is that if the president and his cohorts, if they indeed want to fight Galamsey, they should hand over the fights. What did I make an say? Strictly in terms of security, they should hand it over to Dampari and his people. Do you know why? They have police stations all over this country. I saw him say, when you look at the police hierarchy, in terms of district by district, division by division, even though the guy would have to answer to his IGP, a Bano district matters, he answers on Galamsey to the district chief executive. But if this thing was centralized and you say that, you know what, now we've given it to you, IGP and your people, we've given you the resources. Because they would man the borders, the barriers, where this heavy trucks ever sing. You will not have, what do you call it? What's the name? These trucks passing without a police officer. But so him said the you know, they would have to every day metro reporter, no enfama DC, an original minister. The Bema Omupenya or that Omuninano.
Okay.
They would sit up and do the work. But at the moment, it is free for all. And so Navy sending message. Some of them are sending messages.
All right.
And so what is going on is that, like I said Odum Jenia
Wakusu
on one a koran soja no. Osu soja ni we are not as e just so na doso. Enti my resources near Fanto, Yanfanko Dumjano, near Fanto fire tell. So I said, the resources in the Bano Mache. And Mako Kuniko, quitting rooms. Yes, you drones. Yes, you drones. When was the last time I who drone?
They deliver medical equipment.
No, thank you. So, some medical equipment, they belong to somebody. What I'm trying to say is, the Americans say, yes, you drones. We bought drones with millions of dollars. Maybe say
drones never
drones no because atete matese drones ne ko high. If we did not hide the drones, allegedly, where are the drones? Maybe Sakwesi we are because people are benefiting. Let me learn. People are benefiting from our woes. The more we cry, the more people come together to procure things and pocket the resources whilst we suffer. And mine is that it's despicable.
Okay.
It shouldn't be happening because message boy here. This old man who said this thing is only interested in winning the next election, but not how we survive after the next election. So maybe the answer
okay.
we pass galamsey. We are not fighting any galamsey. I want to know where the resources has gone.
Maybe some question about so now your excellency so sorry continue or come be akwa adwuma kakra nti what the me house ni ahwe enra ballot ne koso ye hu be amoda no nwotwe na wo make council na MPP mumu ne opponent no so eda number 1 ye di kan nsem bi ni na social media about how number 1 could be baby
some swapping
number 5 could be baby no some so no there na me de minimu there by nti ye hwe mumu demonstration no akona wie ye den bi na mo hwe kwan say yisi beye na fe ye de atoto I so say MPP for so say ekobase yisi etiem asem na they MPP as a political party will also hit the streets say one more tell say yisi etiem asem amamaye forensic audit no etima miti osima be kakra bi abema bia na fe otumi aso
eje governor
yes sir
where is Kwame Nkrumah
yeja Kwame Nkrumah
where is Kwame Nkrumah
osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah
say ebo bi wo ha say so ye nyina yeso a ne de cotton in that so mo enyu say a chepe bi wo ha say kopa ye pet Kwame Nkrumah mo en kopa ni chewo na no me bi wo ha ye beye ya ye hu ano Roman bi asem ka kire mo ni say se mo nkohwehwe Kofi Pare nom ne old Kwame Adakwa nom ni ade nkopa mo cha Black Stars enye yeda na so Roman dey. This may be ordinary suspicions but suspicions so a tower na be reality ana me boa yeti maimu na electoral commission ye yi ne foforo no na sem ni say yisi systems na ye wono Israel for the control okay na ebiso was South Africa intino what disconnecting all those systems na wa ya build ye yan there we didn't ask any question. He used that for procurement purposes and we give her a lot of money. Now chief of security back when I was with the international person with data management say if you keep your data at one source, there could be a cyber attack on that one. And for all civilized countries, no electoral data it's not kept at one place. Afarijan time and sana come system no. I say what BT protocol South Africa. And sana what me inter system. And sana what me call easy system no what trust South Africa also Israel. Final one should be US. That's what I've learned under Afarijan. Yes, we invested as a country in this so that the data security of Ghanaians will be assured. And I'm Chief, what do you security for the expert? Send me the control me and as I'm about control the voters register. Now the next moment when you text message from Bawumia's camper, what is the implication? Chief Adani?
I'll explain.
What is the implication?
I'll explain all right.
It means my data has been compromised. Yes, sir. Then this woman, she can be a wajibi amanu. You are running elections from 1992. Ebe sinne. And now when you guys say here, politin bag, the balloting bag. Is that come ya yet to 92 ebe sinne Ghana. Say ya gu yenu masi obebi ehun sa nanka Farijan Electoral Commission ni de nanka eye West African Consultancy Chief men's room na yim da sam require Ghana Electoral Commission we na a consultancy office for most African countries electoral systems.
Even some from Asia came.
From Asia Farijan. Phew. Rubber bag. Ghana go your country. Under what your ballot. Why we demonstrated? And he said, yeah, voter registration be. Now after each voter registration, or say yeah display, public display of the registers. But on Sunday, anybody said, you know, or say, what did sad data political parties? No more. Sometimes, say 7 days, according to your own timelines. Say Electoral Commission way, he kept the register from everybody. And this is before we had it 16 hours to the exhibition. Minim say MP before so almost at the same time now. But you won't say there was a certain pattern to remove some MPs from Parliament. And they come and now listen to me.
Okay.
They targeted Haruna Idrisu. Haruna Idrisu.
The constituency.
The constituency. They targeted him. They targeted Ato Forsen. Japan didn't face effort, then they wanted to use the EC. Ato Forsen. And some other key constituencies. And what happened? You go home, electoral officer be say per se transfer your votes. Now, who transfer vote? And there must be reasons why you are transferring your vote. And indications are like that. You must have stayed in your new station because Ghana for say obi have a civil servant, you better transfer them. To call so obi a me wo takradi per se me to about Cape Coast. But it must be in the presence of the person who is transferring his vote. How do they decide on Crawford? So, yes, it's your vote. Right? At the first, besides, also, in country, Obias on the vote. And the Omian court deeper. We saw this and drew the attention of the EC. Also, an error, we will correct it. In addition to all the arithmetic errors, I know my committee, who said 2020 election require arithmetic errors. To date, Ghana is the only country who accepted results. I have 6 different results. Ghana is the only country that has accepted that. So, this Electoral Commission has become error commission. Error commission. Every 10 of the events be error commission. Now, can you say, and you're insulting her. And the Electoral Commission between you and say, I use Cora Draw for data management. Cora Draw. Cora Draw, when we just say we IT kakra. Cora Draw. And I want to friends flyers na yade bahano. Cora Draw no mo dey. And you dey arithmetic. You dey data management.
See, we are going to draw different app, different.
Cora Draw is Cora Draw.
They come now. Sergeant yada no kunta. CB you fine. You can't say. You can't say. Cora Draw application na what system no so. You fenye data management. This is for so mu use be. The tete ngasi tete. But say, oh, and this is for 2016 grad. Most say if you are alive and come say in Rihanna more of the data register them. Tete, I'm not mature register. I'm not compile here. I'm not compile. Men that catch in Rihanna more of a friend sister easy data. As for me, this set of electoral commissioners, there is a lot of bankrupt, incorrect, incompetent set of EC. Say your mind be and Peace Council once one pay $1 million. So what they should have asked for was suspension of this electoral commission for the 2024 elections. Now, can you pay obiti say a internal management organization be there? Now you fight for a giant. You fight for more integrity to manage these elections. Okay, demonstration you go ye. When him say, you some no. Initially they say any case. So okay, say any case. Tama BBD no so yira no. Wom say nyira ye. E dey no say mchi. Na se pusiga motimi a transfer e friend say enkrofo di e wo ho. Ma evidentially where you will need pay edia. Then the questions are this: what is this? A friend says security or the data integrity of your systems, because PCFM some data console no. Wow.
Yeah.
And some of be delete my program bia was no. It has to go through certain protocols.
Sure.
Sure. Okay. Use a system no. You cannot enter the system in Pusiga alone and not go through certain protocols to be approved by the Director of Elections and Operations, and final approval comes from Jane Minsa. Right? That is the system it should be. There's some comfort enough pushing to me transfer data. Then what is the data integrity of your machines? And then you can say, and you forensic audit. You make sure say the machines na machines na how to use it, they are perfect for the election. We should say money.
Also more hypocrites.
Yeah, that's
2016. 2015 monso mo can be say who here say omo ye na fine pussy.
No, but I also you 2024 the evils of this country is say MPP ni go we are this is and accounts me say some people also go we are there 2015 to 1930 once go we are there. This is what we are dealing with. They say the think of what say they have transferred data without authorization or without the consent of the political parties. More transfer names into your data any say also. You have corrected a lot of mistakes. And this phone here. Intino, let us have this here. MPP for so much to copy. He said, Oma Adadu Kwansis here. He's going to talk as if he's the chief director of PR for EC. No. We say, and now we are chief. He said, on every step of the way, no, Oma so be corrupt in our system. On every step of the way, they are stealing and corrupting the systems. What could you waba? Tenase, Anamwa. And Onetiha, my community, and Apalusutia. Video in Masaya bro. My new son Saka, the Masaya bro. Opa bo. I people no. Yam Yanjtre. Yanjtre. And son yedisha ballot in my son whom go yanwa. Tell my Eugene a friend say, oh, you see MP before electoral officer no. What display ni paper no. What was that fresh? What was that paper fresh? You need a mama. Just because Baumia must be number one. Just because Baumia must be number one. Now what are number one no? No galamse no eko. We are number one no. Now for the first time in Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, Ghana cannot play its international matches in Ghana. For the first time.
When are now?
Yeah. This journalism was my smart.
Sorry.
That's all.
Yes, Bello.
The took 1 year. Evans de Macwana. Okay. Okay.
What is what is your Bible? What is your Bible? Ganda.
A two, a Gianna. A Jacob number. Who are General?
Why?
Until McMahon in the front, I sent to my
McMahon, I said to my and I polluted her. It did that the intermediary was McMahon. What you are balloon or the man?
How can you tell?
Look at this, but you don't say how can I
see it? See what exactly he gave. We are lawyer new.
I am seeing what he gave. I saw that he has given something to you, so you should come and tell me.
Say, who lawyer new?
No, don't say I'm a lawyer. I'm saying that I am.
If you were to defend the person speaking, what will you say as a lawyer?
Why? What?
Una oko defend. Una
I am not in
GBB. Yeah, what them has to say. My GBB free.
Okay, so on no no. It's also
na James
or sick
Mark Menu
said no ka it's also said
why the copy kid
Mr. Daddy
why the picky paper
me say
why the picky paper
Evans Nimako
excellent Evans Nimako a picky
the
Osha white near Evans Nimako the Otin China Mark Menu or MPP omumi enu ne yehu wo sesia omumi enu na exchange bibi baako ekuta BB and or the amabako. Could Mr. Sampiale tell me here and now? Said the Omo exchange and the ballot now.
Okay, if it's not a ballot, what was it?
The video no say. Me person make say bia or the biba na so fa bia ma no. Yeah, or down the man.
One.
And say
there was no bie. I dey obi na you tofe.
That we na say we say on no topic. I didn't know copy ke and
Your Excellency.
I didn't know copy ke and yamuan.
I didn't know what bie na you tofe. Say you ballot people you tofe.
Me I am only saying what you are saying.
The video it's man na no serious na fe ye say time kakra. Hey, you better VR in some so. Yes sir.
Ghana for
and
will not be fooled to believe we say one more year did this and na ye refi say this is a buyer with ye ya declare economy junk. Ghanaians will not forget. Ghanaians will not forget to say this is the government a buyer me pensioner mabo me bra me wie me sika me dia koto ho no what could do mensem akobo be share the courses factories for outsider me no say me chiaka ye me pension chiaka. Ghanaians will not forget. Ghanaians will not forget to say wo pam ye say yen koda covid yen koda utie na wo de wo company abesi airport eje $150 and say na Ghana for ewura Ghana. We show video be mami batten bin in the airport. So we show here. Ghanaians will not forget that. And as who said Ghanaians who said Pimpaluta no to Abama. What will Ghanaians vote for? They want to vote for a president who is consistent with even his religion. And then Kramoni no would communion. Kramoni no one pay you pabona that nisifo no to your mouth. This is what Ghanaians are going to look at, the credibility and the stability of the president. Yan kase jenja in sen hunu.
That's the rest of it.
And a cocoa board the
you back on the next week. You bring a cocoa board. It's say you can say PBC for a day statement to be about a great minister who can't see me the foul. Now PBC workers no matter my mobile. It's 13 months in each of so wouldn't we be more? Wouldn't it be them? That's a whole share at to be on money or my bush and for more. I'm telling you, say, and Yantina saying Asha Han say Abia saw mine. Maybe judge on the mouse. I did my memory, so I mean, Miss I say, so most of them call demonstration, no, say, Coba say Abia. You see, the NDC for air cannon. Most of them call demonstration. Then I'm some because I demonstration. The answer.
You made that say.
With your mama, this
quickly on the His Excellency every and that is so Rabaumia. For me, there are pictures going around. So Rabaumia, Akosra, and Crampening for Akowulome. They are Habas and Nico. Well, video, well, pictures no of Ura Mahama or Kosra or Moa, Nasadi and Gunikomu, the same thing. I'm say Honorable Sampiale,
is that what you're referring to?
The American say, a Biana or Mamre and crying for Mamre. I just say on young crying. Think crying for Mamre. Nasa, but by now, me say, Ushe Sania Mana or Moka Juan Semina. Maybe none of me be sour, baby say. What who Ghana man penny back coupe? I be independence, and I occasion be. Na a Christopher Bompire, na Cremofua Bompire, na traditionalist no be gunsa or say media sorry na way there many of munya adwene sorry. What will be that?
There be.
It always happens. You kwa himfie, you see himfie yemfa yensa pan ko. We Christo ni wo ko honum na wo ko na betie wa na na mamre sese oye. Wonye ma na de bia. Media way no more the fanto nchen answer. Now that's hypocrisy and double my I just call American trees say. Be an no ye mienu nya atwom. enya atwom because wo call ye no a wo kosra mpanimfo no amamre kro ya no mo ye wutena mu wan sorry ana wo se oba omia de oye kramoni na wo nya Kristo ni ono nya Kristo ni on kan je yen say okọ Assemblies of God mami nkomanim hwe eja sa isi asem ya ye kan bebrebe nti na me bi sa honorable say oye lawyer ni wo hu say MPP for me no at the table no omo asesa bibi wo say eye ballot omo sha say free class 1 ye registration NDC for a problem ya registration ewie ya be exhibition the very first time I was on Good Morning Ghana with Sweeney and now owura manebo amaye friend no say ye ka ho asem apparently he gave me the impression say e bia na ye di hu nkomodada na producers ne friend no sada no busumi ni akire ni o on Good Morning Ghana no o break is our news way I have said it I was in the studio o breaking news way busumi ni akire ni o si wahu omohu nipa 50,000 omo aye sei omohu nipa 5,300 ayaye transfer bi omo ewu ye exhibition ni wie ye da ye exhibition ni wie ye na adiche omo se omohu nipa 50,000 omo ewu wa ma yisi kwan krampo say yisi for yenya adaje ne yenyi sa nipa ni mfiri because exhibition ne sunsanso ani say ye di krata ne beto ho a wa nipa bi afiri mu na wako wa onua bi ebia bibi na wako obi bibia esese ye wo adwumadie ne ho no na ye ade ache ye wie registration no na ade che anopa 10 am na wa frɛ say ye hu nipa o mo ewu 50,000 na any exhibition ye say isika ye de eja asem ni nyina ni o omu ko so ekoka say ya transfer yisisi de mumu ka no say bibi wo ho no yehu bi aye ho adwuma de wo ka ho asem na wo betena Metro TV na wo ka ho asem no fabra because me de mahu no ma ye ho adwuma
sabu no hu ya na so bi ne hu ka kire no
o say de onu ahu wa ye ho adwuma de yakọ ya exhibition a yen etimamufo nso ye di akọ no wa ye ho adwuma wo nso de wa hu no fabra yen ye ho adwuma wo se gisa UNDP gisa UN empanimfo ena eba ansa ena yen ja presidential election no yen kofa UN for na America for no mumedi eso prekwe na yen twa so wo ya de wo woman a sovereign state. When I heard Sami Jeffy on this, I was scandalized. A sovereign state. Yeah, then yeah exhibition. We say who exhibition ni dia wahu no UNDP. Why? Say nya auditor umfama. Eja, na ye kan say bi me ne umrante ni di nkobo bi. Metimi amount audit MPP for call for audit. How many times? Audit ya omo kan ho asem dey. MPP for call for audit that. Register any credible how many times? Yamfa ECOWAS register and go court. Huh? What's the Supreme Court no? Any ECOWAS register who asem the ekokan. Any Togo for ni one for who asem the ekokan no. Omo bisa evidence no yamfa evidence na megu. Owura ba omi ani ni dom tena ase eye hwehwemu na bibi biara omuhu ye bia no ye presenting in a court of competent jurisdiction. Supreme Court hwehwe niama ni mu nyina no omusi owura mahama wadi nkunim kokotena se na ye wadwuma na ba ne se na omu de ndi agise kofa UN
who can be a sovereign state here yes ye ya sovereign state here hu ya ye kan wasem nye no mu a ye kan bibiri abesin ko say we are sovereign state, we are proud nation, we are blah blah blah, we are not going to IMF blah blah edim ka gidigidi akwa ko wura ho enti ne say tu ye ho say sovereign state here ye nyina chikura no ye san pre pa bosia pa chawansa na de ebedi po ye say tu
ya say odi ho me de me te ho say bi o 7 prayer